The director could hardly believe what he was seeing. His usually tough commanding officer could no longer hide the pain on his face. He was on the verge of breaking down in tears, trying to get him to stop. One of the actors quickly reminded the director.
Sammy, fino a dove deve arrivare? Stop!
Then the actors all stood up one after another, but the officer seemed completely cut off from the world, lost in his own reality, and the reason he was so deep in the moment was the incredibly realistic effects on set. They placed a wooden plank over a pit, then filled the pit with sand. That was how they created the landmine explosion effect. Next, they buried firecrackers under the dirt. As long as they timed it right, the machine gun burst effect would play perfectly. The best part was, he even handed the actors 2 balloons filled with red ink, telling them to pop them the moment they got shot, all to make the battle look as real as possible. A few days later, Sammy's movie premiered in the school auditorium. The lifelike scenes grabbed every pair of eyes in the room, but what none of them knew was that the kid behind the camera would one day become the world's greatest filmmaker. Steven Spielberg, and the special effects he pioneered would go on to shape cinema for centuries to come. The boy was named Sammy. He first discovered movies when he was 8. His parents took him to the theater. At first he was scared, saying the theater was too dark, and the people on screen were giants. But his mom gently told him, "A movie is like a beautiful dream. You'll feel so happy when it ends, and you'll remember it for the rest of your life." She wasn't lying. The moment Sammy saw the train crash on screen, the raw force of the impact burned itself into his memory. He couldn't shake it off, even on the way home. When his mom asked what he wanted for Christmas, he didn't respond at all. That night in bed, his mind replayed the movie nonstop. He couldn't sleep at all. Then he excitedly told his mom. He finally knew what he wanted. When Christmas Eve arrived, all the kids opened their gifts, and Sammy received the toy he had dreamed about, a beautifully made train set. He flipped the switch, and the train started running. Sammy clapped with excitement as the train slowly rolled toward him until it brushed past him. That same familiar thrill rushed through him. That night, he secretly placed a toy car on the tracks, trying to recreate that dramatic crash from the movie. But when the two collided, the car flew off instantly, and the train was smashed apart. The loud crash made him jump back, and he even bumped into the shelf behind him. His sleeping parents woke up. They brought Sammy back to his room. His dad scolded him for not taking care of things, but his mom looked into his eyes, as if she could see what he truly wanted deep inside. The next day, she secretly grabbed her husband's camera and let Sammy film the train crash, so he could watch it over and over until he wasn't scared anymore and the train wouldn't get broken again. She told him to keep it a secret,